A very good morning, students. So I hope you all have gone through yesterday's video in which, as you all know, we started with this important topic of a joint stock company, that is meetings. And we saw the meaning and definition of a meeting. So yesterday we saw that the term meeting is derived from the Latin word meta, which means face to face. A meeting is nothing but a gathering or assembling of two or more persons for transacting the lawful business. So class, yesterday we started with chapter number 7 of the secretarial practice, as you all know, and the name of the lesson was company meeting part 1. So in this particular lecture yesterday, we saw what are the essentials of a very good meeting. And we covered the first two stages, which are really very essential for a proper and valid meeting to be conducted. That was number 1, duly convened, in which we saw who was the authority responsible, that is the board of directors. Apart from that, the notice has to be sent how many days before, whether it is an AGM or a board meeting. That also we covered yesterday, followed by sending the agenda, the topics to be discussed in the meeting, so that the members can duly prepare themselves and do not waste time when the meeting is started, and they can actively participate as well. Also, we saw the second stage, wherein properly constituted involves two important things. Number 1, the quorum, the minimum number which has to be present when a meeting is conducted. And number 2 was the chairperson, the host of the meeting, who is going to conduct the meeting. That we saw yesterday. Today we'll be seeing the third and the most important essential part of the meeting, that is properly conducted. So now the set is being set up, everything is ready. Now the actual start of the meeting happens in this particular stage. So let's move on and complete this particular topic, with which the company's meeting part 1 will also get completed. So beginning with the third and the most important stage, that is proper conduction of the meeting. Now this particular stage involves 5 different parts. That is, number 1 is proxy. Number 2 is motion. Number 3 stands for voting. Number 4 includes special resolution, followed by number 5, minutes. Now out of these terms, children, you are aware of what is a proxy, what do you mean by special resolution, and what do you mean by minutes. Now we'll be covering these topics in a bit detailed version. So be with me, class, when I'm explaining you the concept. And as you all know, if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. And if you like the video, please do share across with all your friends, because I need your support and motivation so that I can put more videos like this for you. All right, class. So moving on to the first part of proper conduction of the meeting, which is proxy. So as per section 105, a proxy is a person who attends a general meeting and votes on behalf of a member of the company. So basically, he is the person who is appointed. If a director or a shareholder of the company is not able to attend the meeting, so on his behalf, this particular person will attend the meeting. Every member of a company has got a statutory right, that is permitted by law, to appoint a proxy. Now, what are the legal provisions regarding proxy? Let us see. Point number 1, appointment. Any member of a company who is entitled to attend and vote at a meeting of the company shall be entitled to appoint another person as a proxy to attend and vote at the meeting on his behalf. So this we saw that it is the statutory right of every member of the company. It is also provided that the central government may prescribe certain companies whose members shall not be entitled to appoint another person as a proxy. A minor cannot be appointed as a proxy. Proxy cannot be appointed for a board meeting. The appointment of proxy is valid for an adjourned meeting. तो adjourn का meaning मैंने आप लोग को बताया था बच्चे लोग, it is the meaning means postpone. कोई meeting cancel नहीं करी जाती, postpone की जाती है. So for that the word used is adjournment. So there are certain companies for which the central government says that no proxies can be appointed, as in like कोई minor को आप proxy नहीं appoint कर सकते. When it is a board meeting, the board of directors का meeting होता है, then you cannot appoint the proxies. Proxies can be appointed only for general meeting, that is shareholders के meeting के लिए proxies appoint करना allowed है. A proxy shall not have the right to speak at the meeting and to vote except on a poll. So basically proxy meeting attend कर सकता है, but he cannot speak nor he can vote until and unless voting is on the basis by poll. अब ये voting by poll क्या होता है? Students, be with me because I'll be covering in this lecture, but a little further when the topic comes. ठीक है? So on that basis we are gonna cover. So be with me throughout the lecture class if you want to know the meaning, understand the concept. Okay, so moving forward and continuing with the topic. So moving forward with the proxy, so as you can see the meaning, then you have membership. A person appointed as a proxy may or may not be a member of the company. तो जरूरी नहीं that the member who is appointed as a proxy is the member of the company. A letter of authority or proxy form. The duly completed proxy form must be submitted by the member in company's registered office at least 48 hours before the meeting, and a separate proxy form is required for each meeting. So whenever the director is appointing a proxy, it is the duty of the proxy to fill the form, okay? And that too 48 hours before the general meeting is gonna held. Inspection. A member can inspect any proxy form by giving not less than 3 days notice to the company. So member को भरने से पहले अगर थोड़ा बहुत छानबीन करना है, inspect करना है, he can do that, but 3 days prior notice has to be given by the member. So that is the legal provisions regarding proxy. So I hope you all are followed with the first part. So the first part, proxy, is over. So as we saw, a proxy cannot be appointed for a board meeting. It can only be appointed for a general meeting, and a proxy form has to be filled regarding that. Motion. A motion is a proposal put before a meeting for its consideration and adoption. A motion is liable to alteration before it is adopted by the meeting. तो मोशन वर्ड ऑलरेडी बच्चे लोग मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है मेरे काफी प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स में. मोशन का मतलब होता है वॉट एवर टॉपिक यू ऑल हैव पुट फॉर डिस्कशन इन अ मीटिंग, जिसपे अभी तक सहमति नहीं आई है, अप्रूवल नहीं आया है, द टॉपिक इज जस्ट डिस्कस्ड इन द मीटिंग, दैट पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक इज कॉल्ड एज अ मोशन. A person who puts forth the motion in the meeting is called as a proposer or a mover. तो बंदा जो प्रपोज कर रहा है, is proposing, that means he's putting an offer in front of the people who are sitting in a meeting and the discussion is taking place. That particular proposal is called as a motion. Now what are the essentials of a valid motion? A motion must be in writing and signed by the proposer and put to the meeting by the chairman. A motion should not contain any argument, inference, or defamatory expression. Wordings of the motion should be informative, that is clear and definite. Motion should be within the scope of the agenda. Motion should be seconded by at least one member. Seconded मतलब supported. एक ही बंदा नहीं डालना चाहिए. There should be minimum at least one member should support the proposal put forth by another member. Every member is allowed to speak on the motion only once. तो जो भी members meeting में बैठे हैं, they can only speak on that particular given topic. जब उनकी बारी आएगी तब. Every now and then they can't speak in the middle. Motion can be withdrawn by the proposer by following a procedure. So अगर if it is rejected, अगर उसको withdraw करना है, discussion नहीं करना है, so he has to follow a proper procedure for it. So I hope up till now you all are clear with what is the meaning of motion. Okay. Amendment. An amendment is any alteration proposed by a member to the original motion when a motion is under discussion. तो amendment मतलब you can change the proposal because up till now उसको finalize नहीं किया गया है. Amendments are generally moved to alter the original motion by, अभी क्या क्या amendments या changes आप कर सकते हो. It can be by adding some new words, deleting some words, replacing by changing the position or place of words. The amendment should be relevant to the main motion and it must not alter the original motion entirely. ठीक है. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ और प्रपोजल डाला था, चेंज करके उसको कुछ और ही बना दिया है. इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक दिस. चेंजेस शुड बी रेलेवेंट. जो भी चेंजेस कर रहे हो सोच समझ के करना है आपने उस पर्टिकुलर मोशन में. नेक्स्ट इज पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर. तो बच्चे लोग, इफ यू हैव गॉन थ्रू द वीडियो येस्टरडे, जब मैं चेयरपर्सन का प्रोविजंस एक्सप्लेन कर रही थी, उसमें एक वर्ड आया था पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर. So that we are going to cover just now. What is the meaning of point of order? A point of order is a question or objection raised by any member when he wants to bring to the notice of the chairperson the irregularities in the meeting. So point of order का मतलब क्या होता है? ये objection होता है या सवाल उठाया जाता है किसी member से अगर उसे लग रहा है कि मीटिंग में कुछ खामियां हैं. If there are any irregularities which are happening in the मीटिंग एंड उसका ध्यान चेयरपर्सन के नजर में वो लेकर आता है. द पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर मे बी फॉर एब्सेंस ऑफ कोरम. ठीक है, देयर आर नो मिनिमम मेंबर्स प्रेजेंट. ब्रीच ऑफ एनी रूल विच इज रेलेवेंट टू द मीटिंग. अगर किसी रूल का उल्लंघन किया गया हो. इज देयर एनी मिसबिहेवियर डन बाय एनी मेंबर. use of improper language by any member. So these are all examples under which the point of order is done. When the point of order is raised, discussion on the original motion is stopped for some time. The decision on the point of order is taken by the chairperson and it shall be final and binding on the. So आया समझ में what is the meaning of point of order? It means any question or objection which is raised by the member regarding the irregularities of the meeting which is conducted. तो उसका ध्यान जब चेयरमैन के नजर में लाया जाता है, that is called as point of order. So with that we complete the second stage also, that is motion. Moving forward with the third part, voting. अब यहाँ explain you all what is the meaning like of voting by poll. तो ध्यान से सुनना बच्चे लोग. Now what is voting? Everybody knows what is voting. To vote means to express opinion in a formal way. ठीक है ना? In India, as we are a democratic country, we choose our governments, right? Every 5 years. Now you can see currently the elections are going on in spite of the lockdowns which are happening, but still the election thing is going on very, in a hustle and bustle way. So after discussion on motion in a meeting, it is put to vote for knowing the opinion of members. So discussion होने के बाद, once the discussion is done on the proposal, opinion, राय लेते हैं सब members की. So what is the final opinion on the motion which is put forward? So voting is necessary to ensure the sense or trend of the meeting. Each shareholder has the right to vote on each motion in a lawful manner. Now there are different methods of voting. कुछ simple है, कुछ आप पढ़ते से ही समझ जाओगे, and कुछ I will explain you all. ठीक है? So let's see what are the methods. Voting by voice. आवाज मतलब मुंह से बोलना है हाँ या ना. So under this method, the members are requested to say yes if they are in favor and no if they are against. Decision is taken on the basis of volume of voice. This method is exercised rarely. The volume of voice does not give clear idea about the majority of votes. तो हाँ या ना से पता नहीं चलेगा. So this is very rarely used कि मुंह से आपने हाँ और ना बोलना है. वोटिंग बाय डिविजन, नाम में मीनिंग है ना, यू आर डिवाइडिंग द ग्रुप्स, तो आप ग्रुप्स को 2 या 3 हिस्सों में बांटते हो. अंडर दिस मेथड द प्रेजेंट मेंबर्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 ग्रुप्स. ठीक है, मेंबर्स इन फेवर एंड दोस हु आर अगेंस्ट, एंड दे आर आस्क्ड टू गो इन डिफरेंट रूम. अलग अलग रूम में जाने के लिए बोलते हैं. अगर आपकी हाँ है तो आप ये रूम में जाओ, अगर ना है तो ये रूम में जाओ. Then the trend of the meeting is ensured by counting and the chairman declares the result. जिस रूम में सबसे ज्यादा बंदे प्रेजेंट रहेंगे, that on that basis the decision will be given by the chairperson. So those two methods were really very easy. Okay. Voting by show of hands as per section 107. तो नाम में मीनिंग है ना, you're raising your hands. अगर आपकी हाँ है तो raise your hands, अगर ना है तो don't raise your hands. So जितने भी hands उठे हुए हैं उनको काउंट किया जाएगा, and as per that the decision will be given by the chairperson. वोटिंग बाय बैलेट, बैलेट मींस बॉक्सेस होते थे ना, याद है आपको, पहले वोटिंग के लिए पर्चे पे लिखना है हाँ या ना और बॉक्स में डालना है, तो डिफरेंट बॉक्सेस वर केप्ट, तो उसको बोलते हैं बैलेट. So under this method to record the vote, the ballot papers are distributed to each and every member and they deposit it in the ballot box. अपना वोट लिख के बॉक्स के अंदर डालो. The votes are counted and the result is declared. This method maintains secrecy in voting. We don't know ना किस बंदे ने किस पर्सन का नाम लिखा है. Voting electronically, which is just happening nowadays in India as well. Electronic biometric type voting system आ रहा है जिसमें have to press the button and vote, right? So as per section 108, the central government may prescribe certain companies for having compulsory electronic voting in the general meeting. Member may exercise his right to vote by the electronic means. So you have to represently press the buttons which are there accordingly के कौन सा बटन किसके लिए है. So that can also be done. Voting by postal ballot as per section 110. The central government may prescribe certain companies for having voting by postal ballots. Postal ballots means नाम में meaning है ना, those who are not able to attend the meeting, those who are staying far away can send their votes by post as well. So ballot papers are sent by post to the members. पोस्ट के थ्रू उनको पेपर्स भेजो, वोट करके अपना वापस पोस्ट के थ्रू आपको भेजेंगे. So this can also be entertained if any proposal requires voting by postal ballot can also be done, which is again very rarely used. अब आते हैं हम अपने मेन मेथड वोटिंग बाय पोल. नाउ पोल का मतलब यूजुअली होता है स्कैल्प या हेड. सही जवाब. सो बेसिकली प्रीवियसली जब काउंटिंग बाय हेड्स होता था, इंडिविजुअली हम देखते हैं ना लाइन में लोग खड़े रहते हैं एंड एक एक करके आप वोट कास्ट करते हो और अपनी उंगली पे फिर वो मार्क लगवाते हो. That is called as voting by poll. So poll means the votes given as per counting the number of heads who were available on the ground. For example, अगर एक ग्राउंड में हमने वोटिंग का वो टेंट लगा के रखा है, तो जितने बंदे आ रहे हैं वोटिंग के लिए, we are counting the heads as per that. That is called as voting by poll. So poll can be demanded after the declaration of result by the show of hands. Under this method, each member can vote in proportion to the number of shares held by him. Polling papers are given to each members and proxies for recording their votes. तो हमने देखा था ना, proxy can vote except voting in poll में वो vote कर सकता, otherwise वो vote नहीं कर सकता. The result of the poll is final and not to be challenged. So basically अगर मैं companies की बात करूं, so each member can vote in the proportion of the shares which are held by them. तो जितने shares है उस हिसाब से they can put that much number of voting to the particular this thing. So what are the legal provisions regarding voting by poll? The chairman can demand the poll. ठीक है. In case of a private company, poll can be demanded by one member when not more than 7 members are present. तो अगर 7 लोग प्रेजेंट है, एक मेंबर बोल सकते हैं कि आई एम नॉट सैटिस्फाइड विद द डिसीजन ऑफ द वोटिंग, सो आई वांट वोटिंग बाय पोल. एंड इन केस 2 members व्हेन मोर देन 7 members आर प्रेजेंट, तो अगर 7 से ज्यादा लोग प्रेजेंट है तो 2 members कैन आस्क फॉर वोटिंग बाय पोल इफ दे आर नॉट सैटिस्फाइड विद द रिजल्ट. In case of public company, the poll can be demanded by at least 5 members present in person or by proxy. It can also be demanded by any member or members present in person or by proxy holding 1/10 of the total voting power. The poll must be conducted within 48 hours of its demand. The decision taken by the poll is final and cannot be changed. The demand for poll can be withdrawn any time by the person who demanded it. तो आप withdraw भी करवा सकते हो. So I hope you all are now clear what is the meaning of voting by poll in general and in case of company meeting. So इसके फायदे क्या है, नुकसान क्या है? Merits. Proxies are allowed to vote, so proxies can vote. तो vote बढ़ने के chances भी ज़्यादा है. Secrecy is maintained under this method. It is scientific method of voting and shareholders can vote in proportion of shares held. मतलब अगर 25 shares held के तो आप 25 वोट भी डाल सकते हो. So that is the फायदा if you are voting by poll. तो उतने नंबर से जीत भी सकते हो और हार भी सकते हो. Demerit, under this method, one share, one vote principle is exercised. Hence, this method is criticized as capitalistic method of voting. एक शेयर एक वोट, बस एक शेयर होल्ड किया है तो एक ही वोट डाल पाओगे, ऐसा है. This method is expensive, time consuming and complicated. So again, ये भी उतना supportively use किया नहीं जाता है. So with that, we end with the third stage of proper conduction, that was voting. अब voting हो चुकी है, तो अगर फेवर में है, तो जो मोशन डिस्कस हो रहा था वो अब क्या बन जाएगा? रेजोल्यूशन. तो अगर ग्रीन सिग्नल मिला आपके मोशन को, जो भी डिस्कस किया जा रहा था मीटिंग में, तो वो बन जाएगा रेजोल्यूशन. दैट इज पत्थर की लकीर. एक बार हो गया तो वो चेंज नहीं हो सकता. So a motion accepted in a meeting is called as a resolution. A resolution is formal and final decision of the meeting. No discussion is allowed on the resolution. Every resolution should be recorded in the minutes book. Every resolution should be brief and framed in an affirmative form. Number of members voting in favor and against the resolution should be mentioned. Resolution should be drafted in the present tense. And it cannot be altered. बोला ना मैंने पत्थर की लकीर है, एक बार डिसाइड हो गया तो हो गया. Now types of resolution, ये दोनों आपने देखे हुए हैं तो मैं इन डिटेल नहीं सिखाऊंगी आप लोग को बच्चे लोग. ऑर्डिनरी रेजोल्यूशन क्या होता है, स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन क्या होता है, दिस वी हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड मेनी टाइम्स इन आवर प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स. So ordinary resolution का मतलब क्या होता है? Passed by a simple majority, that is more than 50% of the vote should be in favor. अगर 50% से ज्यादा वोट फेवर में है तो it is called as ordinary resolution. तो अभी क्या क्या एग्जाम्पल्स थे जिसके बारे में हमने पढ़ा. अगर ऑर्डिनरी रेजोल्यूशन है तो कौन कौन से चीजों में लग सकता है? अप्रूवल ऑफ स्टैट्यूटरी रिपोर्ट, ऑल्टरेशन ऑफ द शेयर कैपिटल, declaration of dividend, approval of directors, election of directors, इन सब के लिए ordinary resolution लगता है. Okay, coming to the next one, special resolution as per section वो था 114. ये है section 114 subsection 2. Now what is special majority? ये भी मैंने आपको बताया था when we were studying the memorandum and articles. तो स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन का मतलब होता है इट शुड बी पास्ड बाय 3/4%, दैट इज 75% ऑफ द मेजॉरिटी होना चाहिए. सो द नंबर ऑफ वोट्स इन फेवर ऑफ मोशन शुड बी 3 times ऑफ द वोट अगेंस्ट द मोशन. ठीक है ना? सो द पर्पस ऑफ पासिंग अ स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन शुड बी मेंशन्ड इन द नोटिस ऑफ द मीटिंग. एंड अ स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन इज पास्ड इन जनरल मीटिंग ओनली. Notice of the special resolution has to be given to the members 21 days before the meeting. And ये same आपको filing भी कराना है with the registrar of companies. तो उनको भी inform करना है आपने through e-filing on the MCA portal within 30 days of passing this particular resolution. अभी examples क्या क्या है? If you want to do changes in the name of the company, shifting the registered office of the company, अगर आपको ऑब्जेक्ट क्लॉज में चेंजेस करना है, reduction in the authorized capital of the company, alteration in the articles of association of the company. तो पहले 4 डिफरेंट क्लॉजेस है, याद आया मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन के। और अगर आपको आर्टिकल्स में भी अगर कोई चेंजेस करना है तो उसके लिए आपको क्या पास करना पड़ेगा, स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन। इसके अलावा देयर आर अदर रेजोल्यूशंस एज वेल, रेजोल्यूशन रिक्वायरिंग स्पेशल नोटिस। तो सम रेजोल्यूशंस रिक्वायर स्पेशल नोटिस एज पर कंपनीज एक्ट या आर्टिकल्स ऑफ एसोसिएशन। दैट इज व्हाई इन रेजोल्यूशन को क्या बोला जाता है, रेजोल्यूशंस रिक्वायरिंग स्पेशल नोटिस। नाउ स्पेशल नोटिस रेजोल्यूशन में भी ऑर्डिनरी या स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन भी हो सकता है। The proposer of such a motion has to give a special notice of 14 days to the company, and the company then should give a notice of that resolution to all the members at least 7 days prior to the meeting. अभी कौन कौन से केसेस में स्पेशल नोटिस लगते हैं वो आपको पता होना चाहिए। पहला केस है रेजोल्यूशन टू अपॉइंट अ पर्सन एज एन ऑडिटर अदर देन रिटायरिंग ऑडिटर्स। तो एक ऑडिटर को अपॉइंट कर रहे हैं जो रिटायर हो रहे हैं उनमें से नहीं, उसके अलावा। रेजोल्यूशन प्रोवाइडिंग दैट अ रिटायरिंग ऑडिटर शैल नॉट बी रीअपॉइंटेड। रेजोल्यूशन टू अपॉइंट द डायरेक्टर अदर देन द रिटायरिंग डायरेक्टर्स। रेजोल्यूशन टू रिमूव अ डायरेक्टर बिफोर द एक्सपायरी ऑफ हिज टर्म। अगर उसने कोई कांड किया, झोलझाल किया, उसका टर्म एक्सपायर नहीं हो रहा है, फिर भी उसको निकालना पड़ेगा। अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ अ पर्सन एज अ डायरेक्टर इन प्लेस ऑफ द डायरेक्टर रिमूव्ड। अब जो निकाल दिया गया उसके बदले में भी किसी को अपॉइंट करना तो पड़ेगा। सो इन दीज केसेस यू रिक्वायर रेजोल्यूशन विद स्पेशल नोटिस। समझ रहे हो? रेजोल्यूशन रिक्वायरिंग रजिस्ट्रेशन। अभी कौन कौन से रजिस्ट्रेशन, मतलब आपको आरओसी के साथ फाइल करना है, रजिस्टर करवाना है। तो ऐसे कौन कौन से केसेस है, रेजोल्यूशंस है जिनको आपको रजिस्टर करना पड़ता है विद आरओसी। इट शुड बी फाइल्ड विद द रजिस्ट्रार विद इन 30 days ऑफ इट्स पासिंग। तो एग्जाम्पल है सारे स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशंस, ठीक है। Resolution made by the board of directors regarding appointment or reappointment of managing director. Resolution made by the members regarding dissolution of the company. Dissolution of the company मतलब कंपनी को बंद करने का डिसीजन लिया है। And last but not the least, resolution by circulation. When directors have to take important and urgent decision and do not have sufficient time to call a meeting, at that time a draft resolution is prepared and forwarded to all the directors to pass the resolution. Such resolution is called by resolution by circulation. तो जब टाइम नहीं होता है मीटिंग बुलाने का, जनरल मीटिंग है ना, जब जनरल मीटिंग बुलाने का टाइम नहीं है और अर्जेंटली डिसीजन लेना है तभी के तभी या कुछ दिनों के अंदर अंदर, सो व्हाट डायरेक्टर्स डू इज वो ड्राफ्ट रेजोल्यूशन बनाते हैं एंड सारे डायरेक्टर्स को सर्कुलेट किया जाता है सो दैट दे कैन पास द रेजोल्यूशन एट दैट मोमेंट इटसेल्फ. Such resolution is called by resolution by circulation. So with this we come to end about the fourth stage of proper conduction of the meeting, that was resolution. कभी कभी resolutions नहीं माने जाते, रिजेक्ट हो जाते हैं, ठीक है. Such resolutions जो proper rules and regulations से पास होते हैं वो valid resolutions माने जाते हैं. लेकिन अगर रूल्स फॉलो नहीं किया तो वो रेजोल्यूशंस इनवैलिड हो जाते हैं, ठीक है. तो कब कब इनवैलिड हो जाते हैं? रेजोल्यूशन इज नॉट विद इन द स्कोप ऑफ नोटिस एंड मीटिंग. रेजोल्यूशन इज पास्ड एट द मीटिंग बट नॉट प्रॉपरली कन्वेन्ड एंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड. If the fact of special business is not mentioned in the notice of the meeting, नोटिस में था नहीं फिर भी डिस्कस किया तो वो रेजोल्यूशन माना नहीं जाएगा. If a resolution requires a specific majority of votes, but it is passed only by ordinary majority, जहां पे 75% वोट्स चाहिए थे 50% ही मिले तो वो कैसा पास होगा? वैलिड होगा, ठीक है. Resolution is out of the scope of memorandum of association and voting on the motion is irregular. बराबर से वोटिंग नहीं हुआ. So in under such circumstances, the resolutions will be considered invalid. So finally, bachalo, coming towards the last stage of proper conduction of the meeting and this chapter, minutes, जो हम बहुत बार कर चुके हैं. So I won't take much time to cover up this particular topic. The term minutes means the written record of the proceedings of the meeting. As per the definition, the term minutes means a concise and accurate official record of the decisions which are taken at the meeting. Now, as you all know, the minutes are prepared by the secretary within 15 days after the meeting, and hamesha they are recorded in the minutes book and recorded in past tense. Okay? So the minutes are always recorded in the minutes book and they are always recorded in the past tense में लिखा जाता है मीटिंग में क्या क्या चीजें डिस्कस हुई थी. अब ये मिनट्स क्यों रिकॉर्ड किए जाते? व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस? इट बिकम्स एन ऑथेंटिक रिकॉर्ड एंड इट एक्ट्स एज एन एविडेंस. प्रूफ है ना कि मीटिंग हुई थी और ये सारे पॉइंट्स डिस्कस किए गए थे. सो इट एक्ट्स एज अ रिकॉर्ड एंड एविडेंस. इट इज हेल्पफुल फॉर फ्यूचर रेफरेंस ना. अगर आगे चल के कोई मीटिंग कर रहे हो और कोई पॉइंट डिस्कस हुआ था नहीं हुआ था, क्रॉस चेक करना है, तो यू कैन ऑलवेज गो एंड चेक इट इन द मिनट्स बुक. रिकॉर्ड तो था ही, मेंटेन किया हुआ है. सो इट इज ऑलवेज हेल्पफुल in terms of future reference as well. Legal provisions. As per Companies Act 2013, every company has to maintain the minutes within 15 days after the meeting. ये हमने अभी देखा. And also you have to file these minutes with the registrar of companies. उनको भी नोटिस में रखना है कि हमने ये टाइम पे ये मीटिंग करी थी, तो वो रिकॉर्ड रहता है ना. Every company has to hold proper AGM. Then board meetings, एक साल में 4 board meetings कंपलसरी होनी चाहिए. So all this का proof कहाँ रिकॉर्ड है, किसके पास है, all these details have to be recorded. It provides information to the absent members and also the inspection of the minutes book can be done as per section 119. This we have already seen. And it gives information about the resolutions which were passed. इतना मेजॉरिटी हुआ और ये सब कहाँ होगा? मीटिंग में ही होगा ना. द स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन आर पास्ड इन जनरल मीटिंग, अभी पढ़ा हमने. सो ऑल दिस रिकॉर्ड्स आर रिकॉर्डेड इन द मिनट्स बुक. तो ये सारी चीजें हैं अगर सेक्रेटरी मिनट्स बुक लिखती है या उसको लिखना ही है. सो विद दिस क्लास वी कम टू द एंड ऑफ माय एक्सप्लेनेशन पार्ट. सो जस्ट बिफोर आई वाइंड ऑफ, go through the revision once. A quick revision will be happening right now for a minute or so. So you can go through the topics and इस दौरान अगर आपको लगता है कुछ टॉपिक आपको नहीं समझ में आया, please let me know in the comment section. So within a minute or so, I'll be winding off the lecture and go through the revision once so that it's a brush up कि हमने क्या क्या topics आज cover किए. And with that, chapter 7 comes to an end over here. So I hope you must have followed the topic very well and my explanation as well. So please go through this revision, quick revision of 1 minute. By the time you can just see what all topics you have followed and what you have not. All right. So take care, stay safe class till we meet in our next session.